Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel where we discuss everything narcissism. This video is going to be about a narcissist and their transactions, as every action by a narcissistic person is a transaction. They do not do anything out of the goodness of their own heart, out of the willingness to be kind to others, to help others, to support others, because they're incredibly envious of others. So they don't want to see other people doing well. They want to see other people suffer and fail. So narcissistic people only do if there is something in it for themselves. They only give if there is something that they can take. And they do it in so many manipulative, exploitative ways that people often can't differentiate between a genuine person and a narcissistic person who's looking to take advantage of genuine people who actually have the empathy to care for others. So when it comes to dealing with a narcissistic person, one of the first things they are going to do is be incredibly nice. Super supportive, extremely helpful. Before you even have to ask for their help, they're going to be there helping, interfering, because they want to fool you into believing that they will always be there for you, so that you don't recognize that they're doing these things to one day use against you. Those "after all I've done for you" proves they only did those things for you in order to gain something from you. Now, a genuine victim who just is nice to other people, just for being nice sake, not wanting anything from it, just offering to help out, not looking to gain anything back, just that give and take in life that the majority of people who care for others will give, can get to a point when they recognise everything a narcissist has done and then all of a sudden won't do anything for them, and to just sort of think, after all I did for you. And it's that light bulb clicking in. That it doesn't matter how much you do or give to this person, it is never going to be enough for them, because a narcissistic person is incredibly exploitative and entitled. Therefore, they exploit you by doing things for you, yet no matter how much you give them, no matter how much you give back, no matter how much you do for them, it is never going to be enough for them. They're entitled and they're envious. They're always going to be looking for more. You'll often find with a narcissistic person, they expect that praise and that gratitude. However, they're very unwilling to give it back. They might in the beginning, when they're selling people the illusion. However, throughout the relationship, when you do something for them, they'll not be very forthcoming with the "thank you, I appreciate that," as most genuine people are. And this also depends on the area you live, whereabouts you live in the world, as different societal norms. However, when you live in the places where people do use please and thank you regular, you'll often find a narcissistic person only uses those phrases if there is somebody to impress. Behind closed doors, they seem to forget. And just because we can all forget to say please and thank you doesn't make us all a narcissistic person. We are all capable of behaving in narcissistic ways. However, the majority of people who are not narcissistic can recognise this and change their behaviour. Narcissistic people blame everybody else and fail to change. So once a narcissistic person has been nice to you, they are going to some point change their behaviour towards you. They're going to shame you, blame you, criticise you, judge you, belittle you, mock you. They're looking to devalue who you are as a person. Again, this action is a transaction, because they're looking to lower your standards. They've raised your expectations and now they're going to take down your standards. So when you dare to expect the behaviour you have received from them in the past, the positive behaviour, they're going to accuse you of being too demanding, of wanting too much, of expecting too much. So you feel bad for expecting what they once sold to you. You are going to feel like you're the one with the problem. And they're looking to make you feel like you're the one with the problem because they want you to take all the responsibility. Again, their actions is a transaction. By making out that you are the one to blame, you are the one causing the problems, makes you work harder and step up your game to serve them, to please them, to run around after them, to care about them, to help them, to support them, while they slowly take everything away from you. And when they disengage, they are looking to punish you. They're looking to fall silent on you, to hurt you, to get you to chase them. Yet if you chase them, you're in the wrong for not leaving them alone. However, if you leave them alone, you're in the wrong for not chasing them. You don't care about them because you didn't chase them. You cannot win with them. They are doing this to tear you down as quickly as they possibly can so that they can further their control over you. Once they've torn you down, you're going to become more readily emotionally reactive to them. It's easier for them to then provoke that emotional reaction in you. And once they've got that reaction from you, you blame yourself because you take responsibility for shouting, for screaming, for throwing things, for lashing out, for storming out. You take responsibility and work harder to please them. And they're gaining that attention from you. You're taking all the blame for everything that's going wrong, and they don't have to take responsibility for the very things they're doing to you. And then if you do, to a narcissist, have the nerve to recognise what they're doing and call them out on their behaviour, they're going to play the victim. And the victim, the action of playing the victim is so that they can gain that sympathetic attention from you. And they turn around and say, oh, I knew it would be my fault. Oh, I knew you'd blame me. Oh, I forgot you were perfect. Oh, you never take my side. They're playing the victim so that you feel bad for them. You feel guilty. You feel ashamed. And then you end up trying to help them feel better. Again, their action of playing the victim is a transaction of getting you to work harder to make them feel better so that they do not have to take responsibility for their own behaviour. They're going to make you feel like you're the one that's hurting them, that's bullying them, that's taking it out on them. As they go into that victim mindset of how everybody's against them and nobody cares about them, and you're going to leave them just like their ex did, just like their parents did, because they fail to take responsibility. They fail to look at how they push people away. They just blame people and shame people. We can all get to a point within our lives where we might push people away out of fear of being hurt. However, the majority of people who are not narcissistic can recognise that they are doing this. Narcissistic people don't recognise they're doing this. To a narcissist, it's everybody else's fault and never their own. So when it comes to dealing with narcissistic people, every action is a transaction. Everything they do for you, they want something from you. Every time they take you down, They're looking to regain or gain further control over you. Whenever they play the victim, they're looking for that sympathetic attention so that they can get away with their hurtful behaviour towards you or those around you. If anyone has any thoughts on this video, please do add those into the comments. Thank you very much to all the returning subscribers and your continued support with the channel. It's greatly appreciated. If you are new to the channel, I'm Elizabeth Shaw. This channel is all about narcissistic behaviour to give you more understanding of the people you might be dealing with within your life, how to handle yourself around those people if you cannot go no contact, and different methods to find what works for you to help you understand and overcome narcissistic and emotional abuse. If you do find the information helpful on the channel, please do subscribe. If you are looking for further help and support in understanding and overcoming narcissistic and emotional abuse, I do have several online guides available, and those teachable links are in the video description. If you're looking for someone to speak to, I have partnered with BetterHelp, and their sponsored link is also in the video description. Go out there and create the day that you deserve, because you do deserve to have an amazing day. Bye.